Hello guys, I've decided to do another Beatles video after the last top 35. I've decided instead of ranking all my favourite Beatles albums first, I'm going to go from Please Please Me to Let It Be and rank all of the songs from best to worst on the albums. Because I thought that'd be a better idea. Then at the end, do my albums ranking. I thought that'd be a much better idea, and I'm just gonna get started straight away with it. That I don't really dislike any song on Please Please Me, to be honest. They're all really good. But I'm gonna go from my least favourite to favourite. Yeah. So at number 14 it is a Paul song. It is A Taste of Honey, and I always thought that it was always just a bit weaker than the other ones. Actually, 14 and 13 are just a little bit weaker than the other ones. I would say 14 and 13 are they're good songs, but like I wouldn't go to them first. I wouldn't listen to them first. Yep. 13, it's Ringo's only song on the album. It's Boys, a song sung by the Shirleys. It's a cover song by the Beatles, and I mean it is good and all. You know, it's if you listen to the whole album, I would never skip it. You know, but you know, it's just that little bit weaker than everything that comes after that. Number 12 is a John and Paul song. It is Misery. When I say John and Paul and Ringo and Paul, I mean they are the lead vocals. Like they are the ones who sing the song, right? I could tell you who writes the song as well, but like I prefer to just tell you who sings the song, because like that's all anyone really like wants to hear, who sung the song. But John and Paul sung the song, and yeah, no, it's a good one. It's a good one. I much prefer the way the Twist and Shout album from Canada and the US starts off. That starts off with Anna and oh, was it? It starts off with Anna and another song, but I prefer the way that starts off to I think it's Chains, but I might be wrong. I prefer the way that one starts off to this one, because it starts off with Misery, and Misery is a good song, but it's not my favourite on the album. 11, Baby It's You, that is a John lead vocal song, and it is good, but you can kind of tell when they filmed it originally, John had a cold, and you can kind of tell from his voice. It's still good vocals and stuff like that, but you can kind of tell it's like everything beyond "Please Please Me." John Lennon's voice is like it's much better. It's much better. Actually, everything beyond "Please Please Me" is you know, the vocals are much better. And Please Please Me is not my least favourite album by any matter of means. I'm just saying, vocal wise, it got a lot better from then on. Number 10 is a George song, George lead vocal song, and it's "Do You Want to Know a Secret?" And yeah, it's a pretty good song as well. Number 9 is back to a John song, and it's "Ask Me Why." And I've always thought this was kind of like a strange song. You know, kind of like way it starts off and stuff like that. But you know, strange is good, and yeah, I'd say this was our first lead up to a great song, I'd say. Yep. Number 8 is John lead vocal again. It is "Twist and Shout," and people might place "Twist and Shout" higher on the list, higher on their own lists, but in my opinion, there's better songs than "Twist and Shout." Right, "Twist and Shout" is a famous one, and it is a good one to stick on in parties and stuff like that, and everybody will dance. But like, when you're just kind of like listening to "Twist and Shout" at school with your headphones in, you just kind of want to get up and dance, and obviously you can't do that. Okay, moving on to number 7. Number 7 is a George Harrison lead vocal song, and it is "Chains." It was a Jerry Goffin cover, and yeah, I do like the original song, and I do like George Harrison's version better, in fact. So moving on to number 6, and number 6 is an Arthur Alexander cover, and John is the lead vocalist for this one. It is Anna, Go to Him, and that's why I really like the Twist and Shout version of the American Canadian version of Please Please Me, because it opens up with Anna, and this might be controversial to say, but I think that's a better opener than I Saw Her Standing There. It's a better opener. I'm not saying it's a better song, just a better opener for the album. Number 5 is a Paul song, a Paul lead vocal song. It is P.S. I Love You, and it is a great song. Number 4 is a John and Paul vocal song. It is There's a Place. And again, another great song. Number 3, top 3 now. Number 3, I've heard it like a million times, but in my opinion, it just never gets old. It's Love Me Do, and it's a John and Paul vocal song. And, you know, I've heard the song on the radio a million times. I play it on my phone a million times. I play it at like parties and stuff like that quite a lot. I'll be playing it tomorrow. We're having kind of like a party tomorrow. I'll play it tomorrow. It's just one of those songs I just never get tired of, honestly. It's one of those songs I never skip either. And it's one of those songs that comes on, I actually like smile and go, oh god, I love this song. Okay, so number two, top 2 now. You can probably guess what they are. Number 2 is a Paul song, and it's I Saw Her Standing There. And once again, I just love the start of it. The 1, 2, 3, 4, then kicking right into like this fast-paced song. And I recently went to see the Bootleg Beatles, and they kicked off with this song, and I thought it was absolutely brilliant. So that is number 2. And moving on to number 1, it is Please Please Me, the title track. And oh god, honestly, I love this song. This it's easily in my top 50 Beatles songs ever. Like, it's just like, it's such a catchy song, and it's 2 minutes. So whenever it comes on, I never feel the urge to skip it at all, ever. So that's always a plus. I never want to skip songs, but like sometimes, you know, I'm tempted, but with this one, I'm never tempted. So that was the song rankings of Please Please Me, and I've enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed my opinions. Share your opinion down below. Please subscribe and like the video. I'm glad you've enjoyed. Arrivederci.